What's up, everybody? I'm Casey Gilman, Church Administration here at Emmaus, and you are?
I'm Brian Holt. I'm the pastor here at Emmaus.
Perfect. So today we were going to talk a little bit about what goes on in the elders' meetings.
In the elders' meetings.
Yeah.
I think this is apropos. We have a sponsor for this
Oh,
video.
yes, we do.
Yes. Nice Tanks. If you need a septic tank or a distribution box, you can head on down to Nice Tanks.
Thanks.
They're right around the corner from my house.
Oh.
They provided my septic tank, and we love it. We've never
Best
been
septic
happier
tank?
with a septic tank in our lives. So
Nice Tank, sponsor us, please.
yeah, good people. Yeah, I'll send that to. Yeah,
You'll send that to
I'll
them?
send that
All right,
to them.
that's our promotional video
Yes.
for the day.
All right.
Perfect. So what goes on behind closed doors in these elders' meetings?
Yeah,
We are
I guess
dying
my
to know.
distraction didn't work. I was trying
Oh.
to take. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No.
Quite the technique.
So elders, we talked about what the role is.
Right.
Right. So elders lead, feed, care, and protect. And so what does that look like? Well, we meet once a month at least, and one of the things that we do that we feel is a priority
Mm-hmm.
is to care for each other.
Yeah.
And that seems like that's weird, huh? But well, Paul gives instructions to Timothy to watch your life and your doctrine.
Right.
And so is an important aspect of leadership in the church that we as leaders are embodying the values that we say. So we have accountability. We pretty much have a no holds barred accountability. So we talk about our marriages. We talk about our personal relationship with Christ. We kind of like we get into it. So I'm not going to divulge anything that we discuss in those, but it is one of the great things about having elders is that I have men that I can trust, that I know love me, and they're willing to help me walk through whatever challenges I'm facing as a leader. Because pastors and elders are not above, like we're not super spiritual. We struggle with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We talk marriages, we talk finances, we talk jobs.
Yeah.
It's pretty much wide open.
Right.
So we do spend some time every meeting kind of walking through kind of how we're doing.
Yeah.
How's your marriage? Those types of things. And we've had times where we give ourselves grades on how we're eldering, and then we give each other kind of grades. We kind of do some evaluation. And then, when it comes to specific things, not every meeting looks the same, but it kind of is it's somewhat dictated on what's going on within the church. So there's times where like we had a solid year or so where we really weren't like, hey, what are we preaching next? Because Acts has taken quite a long time.
Yeah.
We have been talking
just a week
about
or
it.
two.
Yeah. So we plan out preaching.
Right.
Who's doing the schedule? So if you've been here a while, I usually am preaching 3 times a month, and one of the other elders preaches the 4th Sunday. And then kind of the matters of the church. What's been going on? What are we seeing? Kind of big picture is needs for the church, or things that we need to grow in. We discuss like leadership stuff, like how can we be serving the congregation better by whether it's counseling, or what things are we seeing as maybe trends, I guess, of need, or are there it's I'm being a little bit nebulous, I guess, but like there's a wide variety of things that we discuss, but we walk through those, and we take a lot of time to discuss, and our meetings are, I would say, minimum like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go on much longer than that.
Right.
Just because there's so much to discuss.
Right.
So any other, I'm trying to think of how how it goes.
Right.
I could pull up some agendas, but then you'd see
Yeah.
secret things
I
that.
don't need to see that. No, I think that adds like a new aspect to just understanding like the relationship between the elders, and just knowing that y'all are close and having that relationship, I think helps lead the church better as
Mhm.
well. Where
Yeah, and what's cool. We're close, but that doesn't mean we always agree,
right.
which is kind of sometimes fun if you're a person who enjoys like I don't like conflict, but I enjoy debating.
Mm-hmm.
So most of our conflict is more like debating, like you know trying to recognize we're viewing things from a different way,
Right.
and then what's the way that's best going to serve Emmaus, because
Right.
God's brought each of us, the three of us, and then when Clayton comes on, the four of us,
Mm-hmm.
we each have different perspectives,
Right.
and God has brought those here
Mm-hmm.
to help discern and walk whatever is best for Emmaus.
Yeah.
So my goal, my ideas aren't always what's best for Emmaus.
Right.
But God just brought John and Scott and soon Clayton to help distinguish what that is.
I mean, if y'all agreed on everything all the time, for one, that would be super boring.
Yes.
And it wouldn't allow much room for growth.
Right.
For sure.
It'd be scary, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, you hear stories about churches who have like the eldership or the leaders are just kind of yes men for the pastor.
Right.
And I can tell you, I've been told no
Mm-hmm.
a couple times at least.
At least a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, it's been, and it's good for me.
Yeah.
I think as a leader, if you always get your way,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's healthy, because then every time, like, and it doesn't normally, like, we have a pretty good, it's things, it's not like major theological things.
Right.
It's just kind of like, should we do this? Should we do that?
Right.
So it's just kind of those types of things that we really try to work out and discern, like what is best for Emmaus.
It keeps a lot of pride out of it.
Yeah, or at least it helps confess pride, because it's not out of it. There's pride there, but kind of that being, it's opportunities to be reminded of the gospel, really.
Right.
Like, yeah, am I perfect? No. And sometimes I need to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
Actually, often. And not just by my wife and my kids.
Right.
Who they're fully aware of that.
They remind you often.
Yes. No. So
yeah,
those are some of the things that we do. When things come up in different, we'll share about counseling things that we're working through, kind of where we are in different things. So yeah,
absolutely, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I hope that's helpful. I don't know if it's not fully, there's lots of text message threads and conversations that go on in the background, and all that stuff, but that's kind of what we do at our elders meetings.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing not too much.
Yeah. All right.
I hope it's helpful.
Yeah.
Bye.
And go get your nice septic tank.
Nice tanks.
Nice tank.